Hey everyone, I am Laura Reich with Envizion Advertising, and I am a social media marketer and graphic designer. And I wanted to hop on today to talk to you about your direct sales and network marketing and MLM companies. I've gotten a lot of questions over the past week or so about how to continue on with the company that they're with. And so what we're going to talk about today is, yay, you signed up for this company, or maybe you've been with a company for a number of years, you've used up your resources, so now what? Now what do you do? A lot of people turn to social media as one of the forms of marketing their business, which is a great way to get out there and get in front of people. But a lot of people are going about it in not the right way that I would suggest for companies in this type of niche. So I'm going to give you a few of my suggestions for what you should be doing now to continually grow your company and grow your business. One of the first things that I tell people a lot is relationships. That's how you continually expand. You need to make sure that you're focusing on those relationships though. You're not trying to automate those relationships. So what I mean by that is you're not hopping on Facebook and giving a quick 1-2 comment on someone's post because you want to seem active. You need to be real and genuine with what you're doing. So don't try to post pictures of a before and after from someone in the company, you don't even know this person, on your page saying, look at this product, this is amazing. That's not talking about you. That's not giving them a reason why they should align with you or care about what you're saying. That's pretty much just you being pushy and salesy on, hey, look at this. Look at this person. I don't know this person, but they look amazing, don't they? The problem with that, especially being a graphic designer, is you don't know if that photo was altered. You don't know what to think about that photo because you don't know that person personally. So you don't know, maybe it's the product, maybe they started eating differently, maybe they're working on something differently. It's very hard to get the backstory from them. So you don't want to automate those tasks by putting out a link to your website or putting out an image that's not even of you, saying, hey guys, this is a really great product, I think you would benefit from it, because that's not actually building on that relationship. That's just being like, hey, we know each other, so here's some information about what I'm selling now. It's the same thing when you make friends with someone on Facebook. Don't automatically invite them to your Facebook group. Don't automatically try to suggest your Facebook page to them. Let that come naturally. Let those people that you are now friends with see who you are first and make their own decision about if they want to continue that relationship deeper. So continually work with them, on, if it's your personal page or maybe you connected with them on your Facebook page, whatever, but carry on that conversation. Let them know where you are online. Let them know how they can get a hold of you if they ever had any questions. And it doesn't have to be questions related to your product or your company, just questions in general, like, who are you? How many kids do you have? What's your passion in life? Things like that. Make sure that people feel comfortable enough to be able to come to you about those questions, because then that's being real and authentic with who you are and coupling it with your business. People want to get to know people. They don't want to get to know a product before they know who the person is behind that product, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure that you are not automating those relationships. Don't give a quick spam comment. Don't sign up for those phony companies that say, oh, we're going to comment on 15 pictures for you automatically and you're going to get all these follows back. That's ridiculous. Don't do any of that. Be real. Go out there and actually physically watch someone's live stream, or go out and read their blog post and then give them quality feedback about it. If you didn't like it, that's fine. You can tell them that. but carry on that conversation and open up that dialect with them. The other thing that I suggest a lot of you do, now that you've used up your resources and you don't have family and friends that are still interested, or maybe you're just trying to expand from that, you need to work on the podcasts and training videos and membership sites. I mean, online is going to be your best friend. I've always told growing up, Google is your best friend. It's the same thing with training and growing your business. Make sure that you are committed once a week to listen to one podcast or to listen to a training video, and then write down 3 goals from that podcast or training video or whatever you're listening to that you can implement yourself. You want to find these podcasts, go on Google and start searching for people that are in your niche, people that are also selling the same products as you. Maybe they have podcasts saying what's worked for them and what hasn't worked for them. Anything like that online, you can find it. Just make sure you find someone like you align with, and that's going to be able to help you with your business, because there are some businesses out there that do podcasts and they only focus on, a entrepreneur that started their own business, or maybe they only focus on MLM marketing or certain things like that. So just make sure you're very aware of who you are listening to and that they're actually going to help you and lift you up in your efforts to learn more, grow your business, and continue on that way. If you do that once a week and you commit to doing that once a week, I mean, think about it. It's maybe 10 minutes to a half hour of a podcast. I don't really know anybody that goes too terribly long, maybe an hour at the very, very most, but that's probably one that's jam-packed full of information. If you do that, even say you have to run errands and you drive to the grocery store and you listen to it then, make sure that you set that time aside each week. Say every Tuesday I'm going to listen to a new training video or a new podcast. Make sure that you do that. You set that in your schedule and you block that time out every week and be consistent with that. Then go from there. I suggest doing it in the beginning of the week, because then if you listen to a podcast Monday or Tuesday and you write down those 3 goals, you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to finish out that week to try to implement what you learned or what you heard or anything. Maybe it's a self-help podcast and you want to learn about how to be better at getting in front of people and not being afraid to start a conversation with someone. It doesn't have to be about marketing or graphic design or social media or Facebook or whatever. Something that's going to help you as a person will then in turn around and help your business later on down the road. So make sure that you are focusing on those podcasts and that you set time aside to be able to grow your knowledge base and learn from other people that have been through this before. The last point that I'm going to make too is kind of a dual point, is not only stay active and out there so people know where you are and that you're alive and that they can get in touch with you, but also make sure that you have customer service set in place. A lot of you guys focus so much on, I need 3 new customers this month so that I can hit level diamond or whatever it is. That's a goal, and that is going to get you those sales. You need to make sure you have those mini goals set up to reach that one main goal, but you also need to make sure you have customer service set in place. It's not just about the next sale. It's not just about the next person that's going to buy from your cart and then once they close that cart, they're done and they're gone. No, the work starts in the beginning, yes, but also after the cart closes. You need to make sure that you have email follow-up set up with them, that you have a Facebook support group set up with them, or you have maybe a membership site set up for them. It depends on what you're offering and what products you're selling to be part of what you need for your customer service, but you need to make sure you have that available. my company, for my membership site, we not only have a Facebook group, I send out emails automated so that I can keep up with them and make sure that they know a new training video came out, or they've got this that they haven't signed up for, a part of their membership. You know, we have a webinar coming up or whatever. It just keeps that communication line open. And so I have those emails set up. I have that Facebook group set up. I also have a private email where it's just support for the group that they're in. So that they know they can get a hold of me. Maybe they don't want to talk in front of 300 people in the Facebook group, and so they want to just personally email me. That is customer service. You need to make sure that you have those set up and that you continually check on them and you continually follow up with these people. If you don't have an email system set up, then make sure you connect with them on Facebook if you haven't already, and then say, hey, I'm just going to follow up with you in 3 weeks via a Facebook message. Make sure that they know how to get in touch with you. You can send them a Facebook message. You could ask for their phone number. You could call them. You could send them a text message. The number of ways that you can set up customer service for your clients is out there exponentially, but you need to make sure you have that plan set in place, because you can't just focus on those next 3 people that you're going to get so that you make the higher rank and then forget about them. Especially if you want to continually get good reviews, if you want repeat customers, if you want word of mouth marketing to start happening, your customer service needs to be one of your main focuses during your marketing efforts. You need to make sure that people know you are there for them. You're not just there for the money and the sale. You need to make sure that you have things set up to keep that open line of communication so that they can be with you and they can work with you. If they decided to purchase from you, they saw something in you that they liked and they aligned with you. So you need to make sure you continue that relationship. Otherwise, you're not going to go anywhere from the people that you've already contacted. Say you just signed up and you all of a sudden have 5 people that were like, yeah, absolutely, I want your product, I want your services, whatever they signed up for, and then you just stop talking to them. Those 5 people aren't going to go tell their friends. They're not going to go tell their family. You're going to be stuck in the mud, and they're going to say, well, this may have been a good product, or this may have been a really good service, but there was no communication. I felt like once I paid you, I was done. Like I was a ghost in the back corner and you were focusing on Jane Doe over here to try to get them to pay you. So you need to make sure that you are 100% satisfied with, if you were to buy your own product, how do you want to be followed up with? How do you want to make sure that you have that open line of communication? Maybe you need training on how to apply makeup, or maybe you need training on how to use a product or service. You need to make sure that you are 100% available for this person in your customer service efforts so that they know how to get in touch with you. So that's just 3 of my tips for you now that you are in direct sales or MLM marketing, just signed up, or maybe you've been with them for a while. Those are my tips for you to try to get going further in your business and grow it further in your business so that you can actually enjoy what you're doing even more than what you're doing right now. So if you guys have any comments or questions, please put them in the chat and we will discuss this together. Thanks, guys.